Hey everyone, Monica Bodierski here, artist and author of the Shadowland Tarot and the House of Shadows Lenormand. And yes, the Shadowland Lenormand is coming out in fall. The pandemic may have brought a slight delay, but don't worry, it's only a few weeks, okay? So hang in there. If you've placed an order and you're wondering what's happened to it, it's not sold out yet. It was just a little bit of a shipping, stocking issue that is being sorted out as we speak, so don't lose the enthusiasm for it. I know I'm not, but I'm a little biased. So I'm coming to you from the Shadowland studio today, and it's a special day. Why? Well, I guess every time I make a video, I kind of think of it as a special day, but this is a full blue moon in Aquarius, and that has a particular meaning for me, as it did with my ancestry. First thing I usually do for a full moon is I thank my ancestors and I commune with them. I thank them for bringing me to this time and space, and I acknowledge all the sacrifices they had to make to get me to this spot. And that's really important. I've mentioned this many times, but when I look up at that full moon, as I've taught my coven members, you are looking at the same moon as all of your ancestors since time began, which is really overwhelming and very emotional for me. It creates a bond and a connection over time and space that nothing else does for me. So, I appreciate that full moon and all moon phases, but the blue moon is 2 full moons in 1 month, and that in itself, with that amount of energy for me, is cause for celebration. Now, the thing I wanted to focus on with today's reading and today's spread that I'd like you to try is about strength, resiliency, and tenacity. Something that I think we've all been pushed a little bit to the limit in the last while. I know I have. I think with the pandemic and identities shifting and the whole world being uncertain and people being divided about how to deal with the pandemic, whether to get vaccinated or not, or wear masks or not, I think it's caused such a great deal of movement and uncertainty and caused a lot of us, myself included, a little bit of a timeout to think about what it is I really want to do. And being cut off from people the way I used to interact with people is, well, it's difficult, as I'm sure it is for many of you. And I wanted to know about strength and resiliency because the full moon, blue moon at that, in Aquarius gives us an opportunity to step away a little bit from that Leo sun energy of fiery passion and everything's great and being out there, and a little bit more, I hate to call Aquarius a little cold, but Aquarius can be a little cool and detached. Not that I have any of my planets in Aquarius, but it's a good opportunity, this particular full moon, to be objective about ourselves and maybe a little less fiery and passionate. It's creating that opportunity and that balance. So I thought I'd like to do a 2-card spread on resiliency. The first card is, what is it I'm not noticing? What is it I'm not seeing here? What is that shadow? What is the shadow? Which I guess could be perceived as a bit of a block, but more than that, it's just my cards are helping me objectively look at something perhaps I don't normally look at. And yeah, I guess that's something I need to face or need to be aware of. And the context for this is the second card, which is a suggestion on how to move forward as a more tenacious and resilient person, because goodness knows we are not done yet, people. We are heading into a little bit of another wave, and we still do need that kind of strength of character and that balance to continue, and not in that everything's fine kind of a way, just aware of how to play that long game. So, of course I am using the Shadowland Tarot. Use whatever deck you like, doesn't matter if it's Oracle or Tarot, or clearly Lenormand decks. And shuffle your cards as I am shuffling. If you like, I kind of do this standard shuffle. And if you like, please follow along with this one because it just really works for me. I've always, and this is like going on over 4 decades, cut the deck into 3 piles cut the deck in 3 piles and restack them. It's just a thing. It's just a thing I do. Whatever method you have, use your own method. I'm not saying mine's the best or right. Nah. It's just something I like to do, and if you'd like to give it a try, please do. So, pull the top card, put it on the left, pull the second card from the top, put it on the right, and let's take a look. So, I have my 2 cards here, and the first card I have here is the 9 of Wands. And I mentioned that this was something I need to consider. So without the context of the second card, what I need to consider here is I'm sort of at a culmination point being a 9, and it's a point of review. It's a point that I should take my energy, that fiery energy, and sit down and contemplate, reflect. Okay, well, I do that a little bit, so I'm kind of wondering, is that what's given me my resiliency, or is that what I should be doing? This is why I have a second card, so let's take a look. So when you do it, pull your second card as well, and my second card is the Knight of Wands. And it is about that energy of moving forward and being fiery and energetic. So even just in sequence here, what I'm seeing is, part of your resiliency, or mine, is to sit down and reflect and then pick up and go. Perhaps repeating that process, but really being wise about when you can sit down and when you should get up and go, because sometimes I get those backwards and I am running around when I really should be contemplating. So as a shadow, this is the thing I'm not perhaps doing. This is the thing that I'm perhaps not seeing that is really vital. I know it intellectually, but I think it's a friendly reminder to do the thing, not just be aware of it, do more of it before moving forward as the Knight of Wands in, putting your energy into exploring and coming up with new ideas and creation and just whatever it is that you like to do. So that is my 2-card spread for this full blue moon. Give it a try, leave your comments, let me know if you feel like sharing, let me know what your cards told you. And I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Please subscribe if you enjoy them. And happy blue full moon in Aquarius. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.